Welcome to Keto Moments, your low-carb cooking channel. For this recipe, we need 200 grams of eggplant, 200 grams of zucchini, 300 grams of green asparagus, 1 bell pepper, 1 lemon, 1 onion, and 3 cloves of garlic. Also, 4 salmon fillets, each weighing 100 grams. If you're using frozen salmon, it's best to take it out of the freezer now so it can start to thaw. Additionally, 150 grams of feta cheese, 20 grams of pine nuts, and 6 tablespoons of olive oil. For seasoning, salt, pepper, thyme, rosemary, and oregano. First, wash the vegetables and let them drain briefly. Cut the asparagus into pieces about 3 to 4 centimeters long. Check for woody ends. If there are any, cut them off. Cut the zucchini, eggplant, and bell pepper into pieces about ½ an inch in size. Finely chop the onion and garlic. From the lemon, we'll need both the zest and the juice. Now it's time to marinate the vegetables. Add 4 tablespoons of olive oil, half of the lemon juice, and 1/8 of a teaspoon each of oregano, rosemary, thyme, salt, and pepper. Mix everything thoroughly until the vegetables are evenly coated. Spread the marinated vegetables onto a baking tray lined with parchment paper. If you plan to bake the salmon in small individual dishes later, you can already divide the vegetables into those dishes now. Bake at 170 degrees Celsius or 340 degrees Fahrenheit for 15 minutes. While that's in the oven, we'll prepare the salmon. For the marinade, mix 2 tablespoons of olive oil with the remaining lemon juice, 1 to 2 teaspoons of rosemary, and a pinch of salt and pepper. Brush the salmon fillets thoroughly on all sides and set them aside to let the flavor soak in. Next, we prepare the feta crumble. Put the pine nuts into a bowl and crumble the feta cheese over them. Mix well and set aside for now. At this point, you might have a few minutes left. Why not use them to subscribe to the channel? Once we reach 500 subscribers, I'll start regular polls where you can help decide which ingredients I should use in future recipes. So it's definitely worth clicking that subscribe button. After 15 minutes, take the vegetables out of the oven, but don't turn it off just yet. The salmon is going back in, and the oven should stay hot. I now divide the vegetables evenly among 4 oven-safe bowls. Why I use 2 different types of bowls, you'll see in a moment. Place 1 salmon fillet into each bowl. Don't forget to drizzle over the leftover marinade. It's packed with flavor. Finally, sprinkle the feta crumble on top. Of course, you don't have to use individual bowls like I do. You can bake everything on the tray and serve it later on plates. I use the bowls because we eat directly from them. Put everything back in the oven, again at 170 degrees Celsius or 340 degrees Fahrenheit, this time for 20 minutes. Once the salmon is cooked through, take the bowls out of the oven. I place them on a wooden board and finish each portion with a bit of lemon zest to brighten up the flavor. Enjoy your meal, and bon appétit! Oh, one last thing. The extra portions have now cooled down. I pop a lid on each bowl and put them straight into the fridge. This dish still tastes fantastic the next day and is great for taking to work. See you next time, and thanks for watching.